Welcome back, everybody, to the This Is My Bourbon podcast. I'm your host, Perry. With me this week, as he always is, it's my co-host, Eric, the Whiskey Mutant.
It's me.
And guess what?
It's Big Ass August.
Bigger, assier, and classier.
2023.
I'm so excited. This is our birthday month.
It is. I guess we should tell people that maybe new listeners are like, why are they just shouting about big asses?
Yeah, we got to talk about it a little bit, which is what I was trying to get to, but you kind of...
That's kind of how the show goes.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. So this is not only our birthday month, but this is kind of our Patreon pledge drive month as well, where we encourage you to support the show on Patreon. That's patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. You can sign up there for as little as $1 a month. And at $5 a month, there's so much bourbon content that's extra on top of all the content that you get in the main feed here. We've got Samply Irresistible, which came out this week. We've got Pours from the Floor. We've got Last Call, which we're going to be bringing back this month. The most editing-heavy thing that I do for this show. And it is always a great time.
I usually make it harder.
Yeah. Last year we had some really goofy stuff that we did too, and we're gonna bring some of that back.
We're bringing it.
And also,
I might just do something random you don't even know and just send it to you.
I
you just get something in the drive and you're like, all right, post it.
So that's actually something that I wanted to say too. For every $5 patron that we get this month, we are going to record a little greeting just for you, saying thank you. It could be, us drinking. Could just be us in the middle of an argument. Who's to say?
We'll see.
And then everybody who signs up at the $20 tier, you normally get a free shirt from this. It's bourbonshop.threadless.com. Don't even remember my own plugs, but I actually don't do much of them anymore. You're just kind of the one who takes care of that. Not only are you going to get a shirt this month, you will also get a free 10-bip sticker with every order.
Nice.
So
I'm gonna throw in some pairings or something too if you're good.
We might.
We'll see.
Who's to say? We might have a little drawing or something.
Do you believe
in miracles?
No, aliens.
Yes.
Because it's confirmed, baby.
It's been confirmed.
Speaking of big ass August and probing, I mean, I'm ready. I literally have an alien tattooed on my chest.
You do. You got a lot of things tattooed on you.
I do. Do you think I would be a good specimen for the aliens?
This is a weird conversation, but yeah, sure, why not?
I think
anybody who has, what am I trying to say?
What?
I really lost the thread of that immediately.
What if they have been like listening? They haven't really paid that much attention, but they've just kind of listened and or watched like social media, and they just think I'm a mutant, and they're like, "Oh, he's one of us."
That's the animated version of this show.
Yeah,
like you know how they do like animated clips of the Weekly Planet, and they make James a goat. Still, you're an actual mutant.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, I think
100%.
He's one of us." So aliens have been around since 1930s, right?
Sure.
I think that's what they're saying.
I think so too. Yeah,
the guy. I don't even watch the news, but I've watched this news where the guy from he's like a whistleblower or whatever, but he's the guy that's saying that they have like
UFO ships,
and specimens and all that stuff, and it was like connected to like back in the day, like apparently like Germany had it first, and so that means we had to go get the tech and stuff, and like it's real.
It's crazy.
I legit believe that there is something. I don't know what kind of alien it is. I don't know if it came from the ice. I don't know if it came from the sky.
There's something else out there.
Something else is out there.
That's why I don't and I know I talked about it somewhat recently, but just my journey of figuring out my spirituality and religion and everything. Like I'm not quick to say, nah, there's nothing out there.
Right.
Like, there's something.
There's something.
I just don't know exactly what. I'm not supposed to know exactly what.
What if we're the aliens?
I think we are.
Yeah.
To other species.
Yeah.
We have to be.
Say that in a small town.
Is that what all that was leading to?
No,
Okay.
No, I really, I just felt the need to say that.
Sorry if I spit on you.
No, I've just really been like listening to this stuff about aliens and like the government and all that stuff, and like I'm curious about this. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's legit. And I saw like back in like a couple months ago that kid in Las Vegas or wherever it was, he did a video about how he saw aliens. I don't know. It was fun.
I mean, I'm all for it, man.
I'm ready.
I don't think it would really change my worldview too much either.
Okay.
I think that's a big part of the conversation. Why so many people are quick to dismiss the idea of extraterrestrials. It wouldn't go against anything that I really truly hold dear to my core beliefs.
Right.
That would make me just completely like question and rethink everything about who I am.
Would you go to work if like it came up and like, here we are, here's the aliens, they've arrived? Would you be like, I ain't going now? I'm gonna. What if
I gotta support my family, man.
What if they blow something up?
No.
Okay.
If we find out that they're hostile, I am staying with my family.
What if it's just like Star Wars and it's just like, you're just walking to like a bar or a liquor store and there's just a different species? That would be amazing.
I have no problem with that. I literally have no problem.
They don't
with
blow up the planet.
That's my only stipulation. That if they can just be
nice.
Yeah,
nice
I'm all
aliens.
about nice aliens.
I'm in the butt stuff too, so it's okay. So we'll see.
It is that time of year again.
You want to pair something?
I would love to pair something,
Okay.
please.
Do you want to do the shark stuff or do you want to do
Why not both?
both?
Let's do both. You want to start with this because it's going to take a little bit longer.
Because we're going to pair the whole bag.
A whole daggone bag.
Oh, God.
So last night I was preparing to go to bed and Lucy's like, hey, do you want to pair some gummy sharks with Eric on tomorrow's episode in honor of Shark Week? I was like, I don't really see why, but also why not?
Yeah, why not? I've enjoyed some shark. I've watched some Shark Week.
Yeah? That's quite the turnaround from the way that you were last week.
Well, they did one about sharks and cocaine. And that was
cocaine shark.
Yes. And then they did one where a guy got into like a fake shark and like swam around with them. It was really fun.
I think I've seen that one before.
All right.
Do you want to try one first before we?
No, I'm going straight off the bat. I know what those taste. Oh my God, they're huge.
Yeah.
I thought they were the little bitty ones. These are big.
They could be mistaken for a child's toy.
Smell like gummies. What if you taste it and it tastes like fish?
What a horrible prank.
We're going to do some rye. Kentucky rye, though. Cheers.
Dang it. Okay.
Oh, God, they're so thick.
Meaty.
How could you eat a whole bag of these?
A serving size is one piece.
There's 5 pounds. 5 pounds.
A serving size is one piece, and they say there are about 78 servings per bag.
Oh, my God. All right, here, try a little
These
bit.
are really good, though.
It's like eating a full meal. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that thing. That's thick, boy.
Pre-game with some gummies.
All right. I'm going to dip him down in there.
Ooh, I'm okay with that.
Swish him around. Oh, that's actually really good.
Oh, snap.
Oh, wow.
Rarebird 101. Rare character. Single barrel select. Straight rye whiskey.
Oh, that's good.
120.3 proof.
I like that a lot.
I am not mad about this, even in the slightest.
All right. Let's head over to the snack side. Because I know you wanted to pair this.
Mm-hmm.
I did pair this on my Instagram, but I wanted Perry to try it because it's really good. And we're going to pair Cosbar. Is that how you say it?
Casbar?
Cosbar?
I don't know.
At the Cosbar. Isn't that a thing in Tenacious D? It's like a turtle, basically, but there's no peanuts in anything in it. I paired it with Frank August, which I have right here. And shout out to Frank August. They featured me on their page. And they put this pairing on there. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was really nice of them.
Thanks, Frank August. We know where you source your whiskey from, but we're not going to say anything about it on the main feed because we don't want to get anybody in trouble. Sickest
I love that
new bottle design. Was this last year that it came out?
I think so.
Yeah. Absolutely killer. 100 proof. This is a wheated bourbon, I believe.
I don't think it says, but that's what we believe.
Or have been told.
Oh.
It's so classy. Oh, here's the classy part of Bigger, Assier, Classier.
We got classy bottles.
Every bottle looks like it could be on the background of a movie set.
Oh, it does. You pull this sticker off too, and you can use it as a decanter.
Oh, absolutely.
I will say, if it is indeed wheated, it is one of the nuttiest, like savory wheat whiskeys I've ever had, and that's why I paired it with this, because this has no like savory, like salty anything in it.
It smells like a wheated bourbon.
It does. It tastes a little savory. And this Cosbar, like it's got like a good like layer on it, and it like breaks apart.
Oh, I'm just going straight for the pour over, man.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Not even thinking about it.
Oh. Doesn't it add like a little bit of like a savory note to it? But there's still that sweetness in there.
Yeah, it would make me think that there's like peanut butter in it, but there isn't.
Yeah.
Dude, these are great.
I know.
How many were in that box?
8. And there's none.
They are mini bars. Eric, what have you been drinking recently?
Let's see. What have I been drinking? Made a smoked old fashioned the other night when I came home from work with our friends at Bourbon Pursuit. Their the Pursuit series that united the rye that we love so much. Oh my God.
Dang.
So good. So good. Had that. What else have I had? I had some Wilderness Trail rye. And that's really about it. Had a little bit of New Riff. I've not had a whole lot where I've worked, but I think that old fashioned with the United rye was fantastic.
Nice.
And I used that little smoker that I got from House of Dare. You can use code 15WMutant if you want to get your own smoker.
There you go. I'm assuming that's 15% off.
Yes.
Too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. I cracked open that Wrestling with Whiskey New Riff pick that you gifted me last week.
Is that the New Hope one?
I think so.
Episode 4?
I think so.
I think it was.
Spectacular. I know we keep going back to it. And by the way, kicking off Big Ass August, we got a bonus episode that's for everybody. Patreon's going to get it a little bit early, but it will be in the main feed at the end of this week, where we review the 2 new, what do they even really call them?
Lemon bars?
No.
No.
It's their allocated
Blue Boy?
things. Yeah. The Blue Balls special.
The New Riff Blue Balls.
Blue Claridge and Yellow Lemon.
Yeah.
Bourbons. So we're going to do a twofer on that.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Love a good
Pretty
twofer.
excited. But what I was going to say, New Riff, I think, it just consistently continues to not only impress me, but just kind of prove that they are the best at what they do. And as far as like, you know, these new distilleries that have been cropping up over the past couple of years, they've still got it, man. I mean, from day one, I was impressed, and I still think that they are doing just incredible work.
You know what I like about New Riff, other than they, like you said, they make good products, is that they continue to release all this stuff with the ingredients, that like the crazy ingredients, but they're not like jumping on the whole like let's just everything is finished and everything. You know what I mean?
I saw a tweet the other day that it was just like the current state of American whiskey, and it was that that one screenshot from, I think it's Glee, of Jane Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm going to take this whiskey and make it so freaking Amberana or something like that. I'll throw it up on screen for the video version. But yeah, and I don't even hate Amberana, but it did feel like everybody unlocked that same skill at the same time.
It's like a Fortnite update.
Yeah.
Like, we just updated Amberana.
And it's not even like special anymore. It's just like,
I mean,
give it time. It's going to happen.
I could wear it as perfume. I mean, some of it is decent. Some of it is just straight. It tastes like straight up like cologne.
Hot garbage.
Yeah.
I'm going to get these gummies out of the way too, because they're distracting me. I also was inspired by our dear friend beer. Our dear friend beer.
Beer.
I love beer.
I like beer.
No, Bill. Beer Lovers Wisconsin, who we'll talk about again later in the episode. But he posted a story drinking a Narragansett. Which,
say that again.
Narragansett.
Explain that to me.
It's a lager from like New England area.
Okay. I don't know.
And I love that beer, and I hadn't had it in a while, so I ran to the store yesterday and grabbed a 6-pack and had one last night after I got done with work, and it was delicious.
It's nice to sometimes just have a beer afterward.
And not like a pour of bourbon. I don't know. There's something about it. I think that even like we've been
almost
conditioned.
Old school,
like we've been kind of conditioned to think like, well, I'm a man. What am I going to drink after I'm done with work?
Whiskey.
But even still, like, just that mindset of like, well, I'm done for the day.
Pass me a cold one.
I'm gonna ease into my,
a brewski beer.
Yeah, it's not a big fancy beer like what we.
Natty Light.
I don't like Natty Light.
I've got some.
Do you really?
Yeah.
So that's been about it. I had a question for you. I wanted to bring something up.
Okay.
Before we get into our fun little review.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Blind reviews that we're doing together.
Yeah.
Now this is literally, I've seen this in only one place.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thebourbonculture.com.
Never heard of it.
They said that Blanton's gold store picks are on their way.
Interesting.
Right off the bat, not having known anything about this prior, what do you think about this?
I'm okay with it. I mean, I think that I probably won't never get one. Hopefully. I think it's nice we've had tons of Blanton's picks. I mean, I'm not trying to we got Blanton, but most of the Blantons I've got over the past couple of years have been picks. And it would be nice to have that. What's the proof on Blanton's Gold?
It's like 103, I think.
I think it would be nice just to have that. I don't even
103.
know. And it's almost like, why not do that anyway? Like if you're picking a Blanton's, make it even straight from the barrel or whatever. But I'm okay with it. I know it's going to be memed to death. I know it's going to be complained about. And unless I know somebody that can help me get one, I probably won't be able to find one. As much as I like to poke fun, y'all got any Blantons, all this stuff, it is nice. I like to have Blantons every once in a while, no joke, on all seriousness. But
I don't know when the last time I actually had it was.
Probably with me, probably on here.
Probably. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because we had the My Daily Bourbon special.
Yeah, it's he's still got a couple bottles. It's the Deadpool pick. If you want to reach out to @MyDailyBourbon on Instagram, he's moved around a little bit, so he's always trying to he keeps cases of all the picks he does, so he's kind of realized that he doesn't need that many. So if you want the Deadpool Blanton's pick, just message My Daily Bourbon and he'll shoot you how to acquire one. But I mean, I'm okay with it. I know it's going to be either a big joke or people are going to complain about it the whole time, but I would love to try it.
I mean, I would too, but I don't. Here's the thing. This is where a lot of my current kind of issues with at least the secondary market.
I'm sure it's going to be what, $200 a bottle or something.
I mean, MSRP probably like that, 150, 200. Yeah. But, you know, as far as like the bourbon culture goes, I mean, they're estimating that like the store picks are going to go for about 600.
600?
I mean, like on secondary.
Oh, I was like, what?
And, you know, the point that they made too was that, you know, the first few Stag Junior store picks were priced over $750.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's secondary or, you know, in private communities or whatever. But like there's that aspect of it, but then there's also the thing that we've talked about not too terribly long ago of how special are single barrels
the most special to me.
And I think I don't disagree with that, but this just kind of feels like another dilution of what initially made single barrels special, right?
Yeah.
So we already know that Blanton's 93 proof regular Blantons has now dropped from the 6 to 8 year old age statement to 4.
Yeah,
we know that.
Yeah.
At this point, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to introduce a new product, but this is very Buffalo Trace. This is very Sazerac.
Oh, it's right on the line.
Yeah,
it's right on the line. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised.
I'm not either, but I do find myself a little bit frustrated with it. Because I do like Blanton's Gold and Blanton's Straight from the Barrel.
Yeah,
I prefer them over the standard kind of offering of Blanton's.
Right.
And I don't disagree with you. I do enjoy having it from time to time.
Yeah.
But there's just something like a little bit extra special about those other bottlings.
I think my thing too is when I sit and think about it, it's like, why not just give us a chance to get just Blanton's Gold anyway? Like they're, instead of making it harder with picks and stuff, like throw a few more to us, like make it easier for us to get it instead of making it private and all this stuff, like private picks. And so I don't know. I mean, we'd probably see one of those before we'd see the Daniel Weller or whatever it was.
Still waiting to hear back if we get maybe a sample or not, but not holding out too much hope there. Anyway, I do think that hopefully this is, like, as far as we are concerned, just kind of putting a nail in the coffin of that conversation, because I do think that this is the final breath of us just like beating the dead horse.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think
about that? But yeah, please let us know. Find us on social media at My Bourbon Pod, at Whiskey Mutant.
What if they did a E.H. Taylor barrel proof pick?
I mean, that's essentially just a Stag Junior pick.
That's true.
You know,
it's not in a tube though.
Dude, no, I'm sold. Sorry, there was something about that just broke my brain.
Why do you think I said it?
I know. We still this would be a good time to get them on the show as well, but we still need to get Kenny and Ryan from Bourbon Pursuit on to talk about our when did the bourbon bubble burst for you topic.
So, I would like that.
Yeah, we will do that sooner than later, I hope.
Oh, and big shout out to them. They're getting their own experience downtown place or whatever you want to call it. That's
in
cool.
Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we get to go and check it out when it happens.
I hope so. Maybe a preview.
That was beautiful, man.
What?
That song.
I hope so, Bourbon Pursuit. Put us in the house before you let everybody else see it. Let us try some stuff that nobody else
Let us in your house.
Let us in your United House. I want to check out your United House. Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to, speaking of that stuff, shout out to our buddies, the Bourbon Junkies. They're doing big stuff.
Man.
They got their bottles getting ready to come out. I was scrolling through YouTube and saw they got like a bottling line and everything going on. Like they were sanding like floors and stuff. They look like hardworking men.
What do we have to do to get a bottle of that?
Probably just ask.
Yeah, probably.
I just want to go. Let's just take a trip to Michigan and just go visit them.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
I want to see on repeat the video of Dan trying to operate a forklift and he just spills like a bunch of cases of
The video
whiskey.
I was
It's
watching,
so funny.
Sean operated that thing like a master. Like he was like forking around like crazy.
Oh,
Yeah. I want to reenact.
fork around and find out.
Yeah, fork around and find out. Sean, the Bourbon Junkies. I kind of want to feed Dan a Snickers bar again. That was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we should do
Well,
that.
hopefully, if they're doing like a little press tour, we can get them on the show and
we just show up at their house.
maybe that's what we could do for Bourbon Heritage Month. We just go
like
we
places
celebrate with all our
unannounced.
friends. No.
We just show up at their places.
I was gonna say that we have like all of our friends, our creator friends.
That'll be fun.
On episodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
A month straight of guest episodes.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Anyway. This is My Bourbon Podcast is brought to you by Rexing. Eric, I got to be honest with you. The amount of times that I have been driving and, just thought, wouldn't it be great if I could just show people the insanity of humanity driving around me?
No, I mean, parking lots and some old people and stuff going on.
We could have actually seen that old man who got out of his car in the Zaxby's drive-thru.
Oh, the one that tried to take my food and stuff.
Yeah. But the folks at Rexing are here to make those dreams come true for everybody. They are a leader in selling dash cams, hunting cameras, and body cams. You can find everything you need to about them below at the link for Rexing. Every dollar that you spend with them as well goes towards supporting This Is My Bourbon Podcast. And we thank Rexing for supporting this episode.
Thank you, Rexing.
Thanks, Rexing.
You could also make a viral video.
I mean, you could.
You know how many times I see like a video of somebody like falling, or like a deer that comes up in the trail and like does something funny,
Or a car exploding.
Bigfoot.
If we're going to capture Bigfoot, it's going to be via a dash cam.
Or trail cam. They do trail cam.
Or trail cam.
Oh,
Absolutely.
the dash cam too, when it just walks across the road too.
100%.
But it's also good to have if somebody ever bumps into you. You can't get a quick pic. There you go.
There you go.
Rexing.
Thank you, Rexing. This Is My Bourbon Podcast is also brought to you by Adam and Eve. Eric, we're both men.
Yes, we are.
With wives.
We are.
And
we do have wives.
Despite what a lot of people may think about us.
That's true.
And look, sometimes you just need a little bit of something to spice things up.
It's fun
in the bedroom.
Listen, we're all adults.
We're all
if
adults.
You're drinking bourbon and whiskey, you're over 21. You're supposed to be. We're adults. It's fine to have fun in the bedroom.
Absolutely. And we like to think too that, not that we're constantly talking about sex,
right?
But
we're thinking about
we are sex positive.
Oh, I'm very sex positive.
You're positive that you like sex?
I'm very positive.
There we go. Just like the folks at Adam and Eve, who have been in business since 1971. They are the leading online retailer for adult toys, serving over 10 million customers with the best adult sex toys and adult novelties.
That's just how
in
it
the
is.
business.
Just straight up the best.
That's just, exactly. And again, every dollar that you spend using our affiliate link in the description goes to support This Is My Bourbon Podcast. So spice up your bedroom life.
Have fun.
Have some fun
Be
with
an
it.
adult.
Look, this is the chance too for you to not only support your love life, but also support some creators that you love.
Yeah. When you're using those toys, the best there is, think of us.
I was just about to make that same joke.
But yeah, check out
Thank you, Eric.
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve, use the link in the description below so that you can support the show. Thank you, Adam and Eve, for supporting This Is My Bourbon Podcast. All right, so in preparation for this episode, Eric and I went to our respective stores and found the cheapest bottle of bourbon that we could.
Yes. This is not like Liquor Barn, Total Wine. This is like the local. I went to Ernie's, my local store.
I'm not going to name the place that I went.
Should I not name Ernie's?
No, you can.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm still trying to look. I don't think I said this, but I'm really enjoying people not knowing where I live right now.
Oh, everybody knows I go to Ernie's, so that's okay.
Yeah, and it just, there's too many things where I was like,
Okay.
oh, well, I can pinpoint
But this
him now.
is a actual liquor store, not like Total Wine.
Well,
Liquor
this
Barn.
was, yeah, this was too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you went to like a small liquor store.
Yeah,
Local.
and when I went in, their power was out.
Oh, that's perfect.
And they were reorganizing shelves. So I had to dig a little bit
Ooh.
to find this, but I kind of like just knew a little bit that that's what I wanted to get.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, it did just by happenstance wind up being the cheapest bottle that they had.
Well, shout out to Justin because he had a lot of fun with this at Ernie's because we're buddies. And I said, I need the cheapest actual bourbon we got. And he was like, oh, this is fun. Let's go see what we got. So,
I love Justin too, man. He's such a nice guy.
Well, yes, this is legit the cheapest. I've got the receipt. The cheapest actual bourbon that they had because there's tons of like blended stuff and all this stuff and all that. So I just wanted to try to get the cheapest actual bourbon.
Yeah.
We're going to do this blind?
I think we should.
Okay.
Do you want to pour us up first? Or?
Yeah, I'll get mine. I'll pour it up. I got it in a bag here.
I'm going to look away.
I'll just leave the bag over it. You know it's a screw top, so it doesn't matter.
So it's mine. What if we wind up with the exact same bottle?
I thought about that. And it's going to be funny
I mean,
if
there's
we
a
think they're
chance.
different.
Yeah. There is a chance, but, you know.
We'll reveal to you guys listening after we're done.
Yeah.
Here's mine. Yours is going to be in mine that I'm pouring is in your new riff glass.
Okay. So we're going left to right.
Yep.
Well, I am at the very least. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're about, son.
All right. I'm good.
You good?
Yep.
All right. Mine is not in a bag, so I'm going to be a little more quiet about it.
I still can't believe aliens are real.
Right?
They finally admitted it. It took them 1,000 years.
Sorry, I Perry poured this for us.
I'm sure it's 80 proof.
We'll see.
Oh, shit. Really?
We'll see. All right. I'm ready to go now, too.
Perry's like, I use so many discounts. And I said, you can't give me my discount on this either. They're like, this is like straight up. So,
yeah.
All right. They look very the same.
They look really same. All right. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, let's go. I mean, we'll just. It actually doesn't smell
This
that
is
bad.
really nice.
What?
There's a lot of brown sugar on it. Okay, we don't have the same thing.
No. If we do, that's going to be even funnier because these smell completely
different. Different distilleries, different ages, proofs, batches.
Mine smells more like a, almost like pancake batter.
Yes, that's what it is. Thank you.
Yours smells like a kind of like a single barrel of like, it's got a little bit more alcohol on the nose on yours does.
Interesting.
What? I'm getting something though on yours. Almost like a peanut brittle. It's a little nutty.
There is something about this nose, and I don't know how to describe this, but it's almost like pasty.
Yeah, like a peanut butter paste.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, there's like a paste. Like,
okay, here's something we could talk about too.
Okay.
Great thing to say on the podcast. So you know how there's been this little and Porter put out a video, ADHD Whiskey, about this the other day too. There's been this little controversy within the community over the past couple of weeks of our tasting notes dumb.
Has there? I haven't paid attention.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Some guy specifically It's like all tasting notes are made up and fake and they don't actually matter. And like, I feel like every couple of years, some genius comes out and says this same thing again. And we're all just like, I mean, they are kind of made up, but they're made up based on your experience with it. I know what I taste. I taste things specifically. I smell things specifically when I'm experiencing a bourbon or a rye whiskey, whatever.
And I feel like everybody listening and watching YouTube or listening to podcasts, like they understand that it's all preference to that person's palate.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I don't think you just sat and go, what would be something fun to say? Oh,
what can I piss people off
I'm
with?
going to say peanut butter paste.
Mothballs. Yeah, there's something like the peanut butter paste thing is like, this is going to be the tasting note that haunts me, I think.
Peanut butter paste?
Because I don't know how to accurately describe it.
I know what you're saying, though.
But it smells viscous. It smells like it's going to have some, like, heft to it.
Well, that's why I said, I thought it was like it smells like a single barrel of, like, it's got some alcohol on it and stuff like that.
Could be. I mean, single barrel is technically considered the smallest batch possible.
That's true. But no, that's dumb if people like,
chill out, man.
People are going to say crazy things. They're going to do all that.
Stop trying to rustle
like,
jimmies.
Yeah. We're trying to get that out of his pants. But yeah, that's just how we like to communicate with whiskey. It's like, what did you get? What did you get? Okay, well, I didn't get that note. You just made it up. No, we have completely different palates. So yes, it sounds made up, but it doesn't matter. That's what's fun about it. Keep whiskey fun. All right, let's taste these things. It's not a whole lot of taste on mine, but it's got like a caramel finish.
It's weird up front.
The finish.
It's funky up front.
I get all the notes in the finish. I don't hardly get anything up front. I'm not put off by it. It is weird. The second time around,
it's like fungal up front.
Mushroomy?
Kind of.
It's like a mushroom up front, and
it's like a mushroom risotto.
Caramel finish. That's weird, but
very strange.
I'm not totally like, this is a drain pour.
No, but I don't. I'd rather spend a little extra money.
No, this is my new favorite bourbon.
Well, I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
All right. I wonder if people are trying to guess right now what these are.
I bet you are. Look, here's the thing. Pause the video right now, or the episode. Send us a message or comment on the video, whatever, and let us know what you think each of our pours are before we reveal them.
Yeah. And you can comment and like, I'm not going to judge you and say, you really did watch it and then comment. No, I'm not here to do that.
Somebody's probably actually got a good idea of what we picked.
Yeah. Oh, I like yours.
Oh, snap.
I like yours a lot.
Oh, snap.
That's got a nice like brown sugar nutty note from the start to the finish. Like I could sip on that for a while.
I get a little more like banana fruity
it's
on the palate too.
Trail mixy?
Kinda. Yeah, like dried bananas.
Yeah. I even get like a little, maybe a hint of like raisin and nuts.
Ooh.
It's trail mix. This tastes like trail mix to me.
I'm really surprised by this. And I've had like different versions of this.
Yeah.
That I have also liked. I don't know if I've ever actually had this before.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think I've ever.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. I have definitely had this before.
Okay.
I'll show my work when we get there.
Okay.
But before we reveal what the bottles were, let's compare prices.
Okay.
What did you spend on your cheapest bottle of bourbon that you could find?
Hold on. I think, make sure I did this right. It was $7.99. After tax, $8.47.
What?
Yeah.
There's a $7.50 bottle of bourbon out there?
$7.99.
Or sorry, $8 bottle. I did
Yeah.
not realize that
This
was
is
still a
$7.99.
thing. You got me beat. Cheapest I could find was $10.99.
Oh, okay.
So after tax, it was like $12.40 or something. $12.49.
Pay $12 for this all day. I would pay $7.99.
I don't have any problem with it, especially at $8.
I'm just going to go ahead and say 5 out of 5 on the price of both of these.
I think we killed it.
Yeah, 5 out of 5 on the price.
Yeah. I don't even know if we want to do like a full review. I just think it's, this is just a fun little game we're playing.
I think if we're going by price, I think we nailed it with the prices.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I would buy both of these for those prices.
100%.
I'd buy each of them at the same time.
I don't have a problem with these being daily drinkers.
No.
Even.
No, I'm okay with this.
And yours is really starting to grow on me as well. It's opened up quite a bit.
That's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah. If you drink these together, they get better.
They really do.
If you don't like rinse between. So you just bought 2 bottles of whiskey for almost under $20 that you drink together.
You could blend them together and you would have...
Ooh. Let's just blend them right now.
Okay.
When I when I took a sip of mine and then went to yours, it reminded me of like a banana split.
Interesting.
There was like banana and strawberry and ice cream. That's good too.
The ice cream is definitely there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
That's really good.
Yeah. All right. How do we want to do this?
I think yours, I'll reveal mine first because I think yours genuinely by itself was the better of the two.
I don't disagree, but I don't think that yours is without merit.
No, but I think if we're going to do
finish
it,
is really nice.
If we're going to do an actual reveal, I will go first.
All right, go for it, man.
$7.99. Kentucky Gentleman.
No freaking way. I haven't had KG in forever.
Kentucky Bourbon. This is my favorite part of this whole thing, though. It's Kentucky Gentleman. It's 80 proof. Barton.
36 months.
Yeah. It says Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey with... Why don't just say Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey, but they said with natural flavors. That just means they let it age naturally. Why even say with natural flavors?
Did they add like caramel something to it?
No, I feel like that's just saying like it's natural, like the flavors in it are natural.
I guess.
But I don't understand why they say that. Somebody's probably going to be like, they do add something. You didn't get the right thing. This is $7.99.
I'm really impressed by it.
It's $7.99 right here. Did we get the same thing?
No, we did not. We did, however, both get Barton products.
Ooh, Barton running the... Oh!
Very old Barton 86 proof.
Just the normal 86 proof?
Just the normal 86 proof, man. Screw top. I mean, I'm assuming it's 4 years old.
$12.99? $10.99?
$10.99 before tax.
That's amazing.
Right? Do you remember? I do.
Do you remember?
What a dumb way to start that sentence off.
You already know what you're about to say, so yes, you do remember it. Do you remember? Because I do.
I'm a moron.
What? What do I remember?
I hate myself sometimes. Do you remember when they had the, like, because, now it's just 100 proof.
But you say bottled and bond.
It used to be bottled and bond.
No, I remember.
I've still got a couple bottles of it.
I think I have one upstairs, actually.
It's, and I don't think that there's like a significant enough difference between the two, but I do remember, like, I would buy the 100 proof bottled and bond pretty regularly, especially if I couldn't find the Heaven Hill 6 year.
Yeah.
Because it was about the same price.
Yeah.
But, actually, you know what? VOB Bottled and Bond was on the very first episode of This Is My Bourbon podcast.
There we go. Bringing it back.
Almost 6 years ago, folks.
Bringing it back.
Episode 300's coming up before you know it, too. 8 weeks away.
And we're drinking this right now.
Sometimes you got to return to the basics, the classics.
Well, this was fun.
This was a lot of fun.
I honestly expected this just to taste like shit. I did.
It's the matter of factness in your voice.
I
agree with you, though. I mean,
if you scuffed up this stuff and just took a picture of it, wouldn't it look like a dusty bottle of
100%.
something? They have not even tried to
No.
make this Kentucky Gentleman look new or anything. It's still got cheesy foil on it, like the gold foil on it. And
people still go, not crazy, but it's not sought after like the dusty bottles of KG and KT,
Yeah.
Kentucky Tavern.
Apparently, there is a couple customers that go through a handle of this every 2 days. That's not how you want to drink your whiskey. That's not healthy.
Those are people who don't eat.
No,
if they eat, it's like Lay's potato chips.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. I'm happy right now. Not about that.
A handle in 2 days.
Yeah, they buy a handle about every 2 days.
Okay, well, how about that?
You see, like 2 people drop off the page you're on. We know who you are.
How dare you? You always said drink it how you want it, and how I want it is directly from the handle, poured like a waterfall into my mouth.
2 days.
Every 2 days, man.
Oh.
Half for now, half for later. Duh.
They're like, no, I save it just like everything else. He's just got shelves of handles of Kentucky Gentlemen. Just half handles.
Now, clinically, I'm not considered a hoarder. But I am on a watch list. So I haven't been able to fly since 1983.
Oh, boy.
So, a handle every 2 days. That's insane.
Yep.
What are you doing? Please take care
Stop
of yourselves.
it. Get some help.
Get some help. That's not normal. Anyway, we got some barrel rings this week.
Let's hear it.
This is the segment of the show that
Sorry. Uke.
It sounded like you were just throwing in random words to throw me off.
I said it, but you said there's more than one. Just play them.
Yeah. But hold on, we haven't even told people yet.
Oh, sorry.
This is the segment of the show where you can call in and be a part of things. You can leave a voicemail by calling the number 859-428-8253. That was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I think we knocked that one out of the park.
We always do. Well, except that one time. Sounded really bad.
Hello, boys. It's your boy, Bag of Donuts.
Oh.
As a member of your target demographic, males 29 to 34, I got a couple high-proof hot takes for you.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's hear them.
First, I was sitting outside on the deck enjoying a nice Alec Bradley cigar.
Okay.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Alec Bradley, come on, get on that.
Please.
I'll smoke them. And
drinking my very first Joseph Magnus cigar blend.
Oh.
High-proof hot take. Not a $200 bottle.
Oh.
Come at me. Am I wrong? Batch 171, so 170 other batches may be better. I wouldn't know. High-proof hot take number 2.
Oh, another one.
I'm talking to you, Eric.
Uh-oh.
And probably you too, Perry.
Oh!
What's with all these men going out to see the damn Barbie movie?
Oh, Tony.
By the way, I'm also calling out my 23-year-old nephew who had to rush out of our family lunch today to drive home to La Crosse, Wisconsin, so he could go watch the Barbie movie with his college roommates.
Okay. I would do the same.
Not his girlfriend, not a date, just his college roommates.
Okay.
I don't get it. I'm a little get off my lawn about it. Wait a minute. No, I'm not, because I'm the target demographic of 29 to 34. So, come at me on that one too.
I'll come
Love you
at
guys.
you on that one.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah. All right.
Is that the end?
I guess so.
I'm going to see it tonight. We're going to the drive-in.
My thing is, Tony's not seen it. So how can he judge anybody by wanting to see it? Because he has no idea what it's about. Just because it's about Barbie doesn't mean that it's just Barbie dolls everywhere. Honestly, he's probably never even seen Margot Robbie. I mean, there you go. You've probably never had a man crush on Ryan Gosling. There you go. So, and it's okay to watch stuff. It's okay to watch things that maybe you don't feel like you're supposed to.
Tony, are you more upset over the fact that your nephew left dinner, or that people are seeing the Barbie movie?
I think if he saw the movie and how good it is, he would leave family lunch too. And you said lunch? Lunch is a leavable moment. Dinner's a little different. It's lunch. You all could have been just having a Lunchable, and he could have been done in like 3 seconds. So, yeah, it's okay to leave lunch. It's not even brunch. It's lunch. So, I have to agree with your nephew that, yeah, you can leave a lunch.
I'm putting it on a t-shirt. Lunch is a leavable moment.
It is. You know how many times I get called away from lunch at work and I don't even care? I'm just like, it's just lunch. Yeah, big dinner or something.
But if it's a family lunch.
What's a family lunch? Who has a family lunch? I don't. I'm just saying. But lunches are small. You can eat them in like 5 minutes. He's probably done for like 20. He's just listening to everybody complain about everybody. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to watch a Barbie movie with my roommate who I love. So yeah, get off my Barbie lawn of plastic and beauty.
It's pink as crap.
And I love it.
I watched a clip the other day. It was a compilation. It was like all the funniest guests on Jackass 4.
Oh my God.
And it started out with the one with Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator. And when he's playing piano, and he gets like electrocuted. Yeah. And then there's the one guy who's like sitting on the piano. He goes, I know what you're asking. Does the carpet match the drapes? Well, I ripped out that carpet years ago. That line just threw me for a loop.
I love on Jackass 4 when Eric Andre he goes to get the coffee. He gets obliterated. Oh,
so good. Anyway. All right, we got another one.
Okay.
What's going on, boys? Thought I'd give you a break last week, and
okay.
Here's Eric talking all the smack about I failed again.
Yeah, you did it.
What am I going to do with this kid? And he doesn't even know my handle. It's Beer Lovers of Wisconsin. Get it right.
Okay.
Whiskey Bill. Mutant. Anyway, just want to pop in, see how you guys are doing. Really appreciated the note about men's mental health. I am not an emotional person, so you probably won't get a lot of emotion out of me. And I don't trust people. So
trust issues.
I don't talk about my feelings or anything else for that matter. Maybe that's a character flaw of mine, but that's okay. That's okay. So hopefully y'all are doing well. I gotta think of something fun and exciting to do next time. Maybe some type of fun fact or a dad joke or something. But I'll get it. I'll get it. If I'm gonna be on here for a couple minutes with my third leg of the podcast or whatever you want to call it. All right, boys. We'll check in again soon. Be well. Peace out.
That's what he said when he almost fell parkouring.
Peace out?
Yeah, he said, peace out. I almost broke my leg. Give me a cig. Did he say he was playing with his third leg?
No, he said that he was the third leg of the podcast.
Oh, I thought he said, here I am a few minutes with my third leg. I was like, damn.
All right, Bill.
Okay. But yeah.
Hey.
Adam and
If you got it.
You only got stuff you can use to play with your third
High
leg.
proof hot takes.
Oh.
I don't really have anything
I
this
got
week.
one.
Okay,
I got
go for
one.
it. Maybe it'll spark something. Oh, actually, I do have one.
I can't stand when people like lose their shit about a simple mistake.
Oh, I hate that.
Okay, so I was going to work the other morning, and in our parking garage at work, like it's kind of small. Okay, so we're just going around, and I went around the corner, and like this other car was coming, and we were kind of like right in the middle together, and it was like stop. We stopped, nobody hit anything, and she just it was a girl. I'm sorry, it doesn't have anything to do with. I'm just saying I have to say she because she just laid on the horn.
It sounds very pointed.
What?
Are you
No.
sexist?
No. I'm just trying to.
Are you a pig?
I'm
Are
trying.
you a misogynist?
I'm trying to be a storyteller, and I speak the truth. It's a female.
This might be your last big ass August. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's backtrack.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I love women. But she laid on the horn and wouldn't move. We both came at each other at the same time.
Sure, yeah.
It was an honest mistake. We both were like coming around probably a little too fast, whatever. But she laid on the horn, and then I kind of tried to move over. She rolled down her window. So you know what? I rolled down my window, and she goes, because this was like people clocking out. She was clocking out from night shift. I was getting ready to clock in from day shift. So she assumed that I was speeding around so I could park and clock in on time. So she goes, 2 things. Either get here earlier or slow down. I go, huh? She goes, learn to get here earlier or slow down. And then she hit me with this, and I about lost it. She goes, do you understand?
Shut up.
No.
Shut up.
You know what I did? I hit her with this. I don't understand. And she goes, excuse me? I go, I don't understand what you're saying. And she goes, rolled up the window and rolled away and drove away. Yeah.
You won.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make everything into a competition, but homie, you won that altercation.
If a guy would have said that to me, I would have done the same thing. I would have said, I don't understand. Yeah, she did that. And so we sat there while people were trying to go get in their parking spots, and she wouldn't move. We sat there and had that argument in the middle of like a turn.
No. She had an argument with you.
Well, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You had a moment.
Yeah. and when
Two different things.
When it first happened, I go, oh, my bad. I was like, sorry. Like, just thinking like she would be like, sorry.
Yeah.
No. She goes, and then made me talk to her.
So is this somebody that you would have been in charge of on night shift?
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
I know what floor she works on.
I think all parking garages should have one less spot at whatever corner you're taking.
Oh, yeah. They're horrible.
Yeah. So, like, just eliminate that spot that is right by the turn.
Yeah.
And I know that you're cutting down on, I mean, if it's like a 4-story garage.
This is a 10.
You're cutting down on a lot of cars. I understand that. But it's safer for everybody.
Yeah. But it was, the point of this is if you have a simple mistake that it's like, oh, sorry about that, nothing bad happened, like, don't freak out on somebody. Like you run into somebody's buggy or something and like, you're like, oh, my bad. You coming around the corner at a grocery store or something. Like, just chill.
Yeah.
You don't have to say,
calm down.
Do you understand? You're going to get a smart ass remark from me. It's like, I don't understand.
Hey, she's got other issues that she's working through.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Anyway, stay off your phone while you're driving. Man,
that's a good one too.
Just
they make magnet things that can sit there.
Stay off your phone. It's just it's not that difficult.
They even make text to talk. You can talk to your phone. They make cars that drive themselves, Perry, that people obviously don't even use. And those people will tell you how much they paid for that rental, and they will tell you what they got to do. And they will say, I refuse to let this car drive me because I have trust issues.
I'm sensing a rebirth.
I'm good.
You've taken the high road on this scenario. All right. Oh, anyway, tips and bits.
Tips and bits. I haven't got to watch a lot of things. I kind of mentioned earlier I was watching some of the Bourbon Junkie stuff.
Yeah.
Them getting ready to have their company going. But I think along with our sponsor for this week, my tip is it's okay to be an adult. We're all adults, and this is not for everybody. I'm not trying to say everybody should be this way because some people don't feel comfortable doing that. But I am okay talking about sex. I have kids. I have sex. It just, that's just how it is. But I'll post stuff on Facebook, like a picture of my wife and let's say MILF and stuff like that. And so I have got comments from people going, I can't believe you said that. Or, you're crazy, man. I can't believe you put
This
that
almost
on.
feels like a hyper hot take.
It kind of is. My tips is just, it's okay to be open about, like, you got a sexy spouse. It's okay to say that. Or, y'all had a good night. Like, it's okay to be like, yeah, we have a great time in bed. Like, it's okay. I just want people to feel like they can open up about that and they don't have to feel. I'm not saying you have to go out and like put videos and put details on everything. If you want to, you can.
AdamandEve.com.
AdamandEve.com.
Use the link in the description.
But
supports the show.
It's okay to talk like an adult with your adult friends. It's perfectly fine. Like, it actually feels good. It's okay to brag about your spouse and how they look and how you feel. Like, it feels good, and I'm not ashamed of that, and yeah, we'll talk about it. So, talk about stuff. Bill, it's okay to talk about your emotions.
Yeah.
Just talk about stuff. Let stuff out. Even if it doesn't have to do with sex, if it has to do with just how you feel, just talk about things. We say that all the time on here. Like,
Yeah.
Talk about it with your friends, with your, whoever you want to, with your spouse. Just let it out. Like,
All right.
it's nice.
Here's a tip and or bit. Kind of in the same vein. Practice speaking positively about your partner when your kids are around.
Yeah.
I think that your kids should be the last person you complain to if you have an issue with your partner, your spouse.
Oh, that's a good one.
It does nothing but create tension and create the feeling of us versus them.
Yeah.
And I think that, yeah, you should also celebrate. I mean, love your kids and celebrate your kids. Celebrate your partner around your kids.
Yeah.
I was sitting with Eden this morning, and I mean, same thing. I was just watching Lucy walk by, and I go, Eden, Mommy is so beautiful. She goes, Mommy's so beautiful.
There you go.
Like, that's a good practice to get your kids in. Just positive thinking about other people. It doesn't have to be, you know how women are, or, you know, of course that's how the man's gonna be.
Daddy always makes Mommy go make him a sandwich.
And like, just be. It's okay. It's okay to have positive emotions about people.
Yeah. Oh,
celebrate that.
Yeah.
Celebrate how in love you are.
Yeah.
If you are in love.
We were speaking of the Barbie movie. Me and April sat down, and a lady beside us said, I love seeing you guys together watching this movie because my husband said he would absolutely do anything other than have to come watch this with me. Even if you don't want to watch the movie, like if your spouse wants to go to the movie, why don't you go with them and just hang out? Like, even if you don't want to watch it. But she straight up said, it's nice seeing you out with your wife because my husband would. Yeah. And I was like, yeah,
good for you. You probably, celebrated that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know what to say. I was like, I've been anxious to see this movie. I've wanted to see it. And she was basically saying like he would absolutely die or do anything other than come to watch this with me. Don't be an asshole.
But do celebrate Big Ass August.
Yeah. Speaking of asses.
Over on patreon.com/MyBourbonPodcast.
For as little as $1 a month, you can support the show, but at $5, you get all the bonus content. And then we are doing Big Ass August. We're all new subscribers. If you subscribe at the $5 or support at the $5, you'll get, is that the one where we're doing a...
Yeah. Well, I guess if, $5 and above...
Everything $5.
Yeah, we're doing a special little... That's an episode that literally nobody else is going to get to hear.
It's just for you.
We're just going to do it for you. And if you have something you want us to do specifically...
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Let us know.
Hey, review this or pair this or do this on camera and send it to me. I mean, we'll do it, right?
Do you want me to goatsy on camera?
Oh, and then at $20, you get a free shirt, a sticker... And the greeting, and the episode, and the naughty stuff.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Big Ass August 2023.
Bigger.
Assier.
Classier.
2023. But yeah, we're going to be doing this all month. This is both our birthdays. Perry's going to be having a birthday party coming up. We'll see what happens to him on that birthday.
A birthday party?
Well, I mean, a birthday dinner.
Okay. I was like, there's no party scheduled for me. Don't do this.
I might make it a party.
All right. You're going to walk around with an apron.
Barbie. Virtual party.
Just continue with the plugs.
But yes, get on the Patreon. We're going to do bonus stuff. We're going to do all the things for Big Ass August 2023. If you want to get some merch on your own, go to bourbonshop.threadless.com. You can get, we've got all the designs up there, right?
Yeah, I'm going to wind up phasing out a few of them just because they've either never sold or have sold poorly.
Yeah.
But give it a browse if you want.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to whittle down some of the options up there. But it's not just shirts. There's also pants that you can wear. During the pandemic, you could get a face mask as well.
Yeah.
I think you can still do that.
If
yeah.
like somebody smells bad and you're going to be around them, you could wear a mask. Yeah. Bourbonshop.threadless.com.
You want to know the thing that nobody has bought yet that I really want to see someone buy?
There you go.
There are puzzles that you can get on the Threadless store.
Can you put our face on the puzzle?
Absolutely.
Big Ass August. Puzzles. So look for that coming soon. If you want to get some Whiskey Mutant merch, I got a little bit left. I am designing some new stuff coming soon.
Heck yeah.
whiskeymutant.myshopify.com. If you want to send us an email to ask us to pair anything, you want to send us a sample, we'll tell you where to send it. It's thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. You can go to social media. We're on Threads, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the stuff at MyBourbonPod, at Whiskey Mutant, at PRitter1792. Facebook, This Is My Bourbon Podcast Facebook group. Answer some questions, get on there, post some memes, do some stuff.
Have some fun.
Have some fun. Go to YouTube. You can watch the video version of this if you are listening and want to see our faces. If you only watch on YouTube, thank you for doing that. Hit like, subscribe, all the stuff. And then just support the show by telling people about us, sending a message, giving us a rating on anything that will let you rate. And that's podcast.
Yeah, and if you leave us a rating and review, we'll read it out here on the show.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those in a while.
Haven't had one in many moons.
Many moons.
I would say.
Many moons.
And you know what? If you're watching the video version of this, you're probably asking yourself, why did Perry just open 2 bottles of New Riff and set them on the table? Well, that's because we're about to record a bonus episode that is coming out not just for Patreon, but for everybody. It's a kickoff for Big Ass August.
Because it's Big Ass.
There's something really unsettling about seeing your lips like that.
Yellower.
Classier. So we will see you guys in just a couple days' time for the bonus episode. We will also see you real soon for the next time that we're together for an episode. Until then, though, I'm Perry.
I'm Eric, and I'm ready for the probing.
And this is my podcast. Can't go one big ass August without you talking about probing.
I mean, what's the point? Look at the bottle shapes on this.
Oh, come on.
I'm ready.